So...
You're back on the show, but not in the role that you were last time. You're taking over as host of this series.
I've been promoted.
Yeah, you've been promoted.
I was the sports correspondent the last series. The idea was England were in the World Cup, so get a Scottish guy who came on and laugh at England every week. And then England get knocked out after 2 weeks in a 6-week series, so there was nothing left for me to do in the last 4 weeks. So they just changed me to general sport, and it was just...
So what's happened to the show? Apparently you've removed all the celebrities from it, is that right? Is that...
We've de-celebrated it.
Have you cleansed it?
We've cleansed it. No, we used to have a thing, you'd get somebody, a celebrity, to come on in the chair, and then you'd go in and roast them, that American thing.
Yeah.
It's just... But it'd be good if we could actually get celebrities, but it was just people like Chico and stuff like that. It's like, it would be quite good if it was like Tom Cruise sitting there or something like that, but it was hardly like, it just failed Big Brother people.
The stand-ups of the week, is it being done in a TV studio audience like this, or have you taken over a proper club? Are you doing it like a gig?
As you can see, they're mental, the audience. We get loads of Camden type
Are they
thing.
drunk? Are they allowed to drink?
You ask a question and just go, yeah!
Is it the same place every week?
Same place.
Right, so you don't go around the country and get different reactions from different people?
No, just in Camden.
Do you go down well everywhere around the country? When you do your stand-up?
No, I don't.
Well, yesterday we had this conversation with Paul O'Grady and Cilla Black because there was a poll released yesterday by comedians. Stand-ups had said that the hardest crowds to play to and get a laugh out of were the Scouse audience, followed by Glaswegians. Would your findings tally up with that, you two?
Oh, you're all right in Glasgow. It's sort of home territory for you.
But then there's pressure in Glasgow.
Oh, do you crack?
Because if you die in Glasgow, you need to see them the next day in the street. You know, your mum and dad are there on your film. Who took the poll? Who did they ask?
Oh, who?
A load of stand-ups.
Ramsey Nesbitt and...
So Liverpool's the toughest gig, apparently?
Apparently, because the Scouse audiences think that they're funnier than the acts they've been paid to see.
That's a bit of a stereotype, isn't it? You walk on, this is full of people in perms and moustaches. I'm funnier than you. No, I don't really find that at all.
The Glasgow Empire apparently is legendary as a place to play, and everybody's died there, some of the greatest comics. Have you played there?
No, because it closed down before I was born. So, I've never died there. I've never had a...
You're showing your age, babe.
Yes, exactly.
I've never had a bad gig in the Glasgow Empire.
So he's done very well.
I'm the only comic.
He's done very well.
It was made famous because Des O'Connor pretended to faint. I think that's what he did.
I know I look about 45, but I'm actually 24.
Go, babe.
The Comedy Store, the Comedy Store.
You did go down. You've kind of broken records back home in Glasgow because you've had one of the fastest-selling comedy DVDs live in Glasgow. Is that right?
Yeah.
300,000 copies.
300,000 copies.
Yeah, there we go.
That's a lot. You're a bit worried about peaking too early.
I think that's...
You're only 24, all right? I mean, look at her, she's still going.
Way is down. I'm quite amazed.
I'm worried now that you've mentioned it.
You are quite a mature comic for your age, and what I admire, I've done some spying and snooping, is that you don't go down that art school route, you know, where you sort of try and be a bit fey and weird and all that kind of thing. You do jokes.
Yeah, exactly. I do stuff that actually happens. I think that's every story I tell is based on my own life or something I've experienced. Like, you get some comics come on and like, oh, I remember I seen a duck on a skateboard, can you imagine, just stuff like that. No.
Yeah.
That's just an example. I've never actually seen anybody talk about having a duck on a skateboard.
You know these big, huge... I mean, you did the O2 Gala gig last year for Comedy Gala Live, and you're back doing it again next month, aren't you, at the O2? Huge crowds, a huge bill.
16,000, I think.
Yeah.
Those gigs don't really work, do they?
She said because she's been interested. But what I'm interested in, on a night like that, when you've got all these big acts, does it get really